And then let's go to the stream page like this. And there we have the professional spawn bomber. Very useful. ST. Riding the looks as we change finally to the start of the match. Red versus Gary OnlyFans. As the looks goes diving and comes out again. What a move. And yeah, put your votes in. Who will win? If you didn't do it, I don't know if the timer already ran out or not. And we will play Purple Heart Lane. Map hated by many teams, but loved by the streamers, as it is a very explosive and very entertaining map to watch, but also the strategy will be interesting to analyze what the teams are doing. Let's see what squad will be the squads that we will join. We will join Pizza Mozzarella in prep as his expert medic. That's not needed. There we go. Now the caps are in the advantage for the American side. And we will turn on that. And like this. And there we are. There we go. Now we will see something being built by the artillery. There we go. Already things are being built. Are being hammered. I think something is wrong with the symbols as we see a rifleman building barricades. Let's go, guys. Yeah, there we have artillery being surrounded by barricades, some barbed wire being placed around that will be moved up as well. I wonder how effective this will be, but it looks rather planned. Yeah, look at that. That almost looks like an hated artillery defense. So they will have for sure 2 artillery pieces firing without being interrupted too much. Let's go see what the other team is doing with their artillery as we play Purple Heart Lane. And we already have a lot of OPs deployed here to bring the people inside the truck. And we have the main road that's being deployed. And here, surprisingly, no artillery defense at all being built. And we have flag position that will be thought about. We have the tank of the enemy here on the main road. And I wonder if the truck here with the commander, with German, or however he will be pronounced, will be caught or not. But for flag position, it will be interesting to see as the match starts. Let's see. There we go. The first drops are coming in. Let's go from this side. No, I want to see the road explosions. Let's go like this. And let's open the map for now. We have almost filled trucks. On the trucks there is only on one truck we have anti-tank. And yeah, artillery not firing yet. I really wonder, will they take the bridge here or drive through the river? Will the guy on top survive? Questions over questions. One truck driving over the bridge, not being hit by artillery or pre-aimed rocket fire, so no prepared shots there. And the trucks are arriving on the other side. Truck in the open, and there come the first artillery shots near the point though. So timing on the road, we have a truck being taken out probably. And we have the first truck for red arriving at the hard cap, uncontested, unsplashed by RT. There we have the first rockets being thrown, truck driving forward. And red here starting to build up their defense as the enemy looks is arriving. And it looks like the guys from Gary Only Farms. Danke Nico. Will have to attempt to do a retake. Let's see, zigzag. Zigzag, oh god. We will have this medic sign all game long, guys. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, that's good to see when somebody's hurt. Extra moment. Oh no. That's not good to stream as a medic. But yeah, let's see here. The guys took control of the hard cap. Spread out, smoked out. And let's have a quick look at the map. We have all OPs up here. They're definitively capping. They will cap it as well. They have the only enemy infantry that's of problem marked. Artillery is firing in this direction. The rockets are flying there. Tanks are shooting at the other tanks. The Lutz here is receiving fire from the Stuart probably. And the tanks are held back a bit in a defensive position where they can stop a hard push, and we don't have any anti-tank guns being built. Probably that would be nice, as it not only will help them take out tanks but also stop infantry. Very useful. And we also don't have a flanking maneuver except of the recon tank here on the outside flank, flanking around. For now it looks like they're putting all the pressure into that. And we will see Noob Master here pushing out. Actually, let's see what Gary OnlyFans is doing. Yes, they had a prepared offense here to the next point already. So they are dangerous. They put pressure. But for now they're out of soft cap. And far away. But Orbit there, who's controlling the bridge. You will have to deal with that. And markers, we don't see more than this one. So yeah. With this Lux here that needs to be taken care of. Get some snipes. It's rather stable. And the infantry fighting really long range. The artillery hitting in. The Lux receiving some fire. Diosix here. He's sneaking forward. I'm not sure why they're not building an anti-tank gun here to take care of the Lux. They're bringing in an anti-tank, and I think he just tries to sneak through for now to bring a squad to the side and create some pressure to relieve the infantry somewhere else. That's not a stupid idea, but it can be really quickly stopped by the Lux, as now he has found the infantry here. And there they go. And the OP is a bit back. So they will have to walk Anu, but they still have the Lux blocking that off. And the infantry here just holding a nice line. That's interesting now. The officers here didn't stay in the tank to flank further, but actually got out. This I don't understand. Like, why do you have a flanking tank and not utilize it? And the Lux is receiving some shots on marker. And let's see what Gary OnlyFans has going on. They have Oz here. An interesting position coming up on the cap. Here's a good point of operation here. Maybe he could build a redstone garrison here. Still people spawnable. And that'll be a possible advance for the team, because they can actually go over here with some cover and go into the point. So I think he's the closest one to coming forward to the point, except of the meat grind here, in between the 2 points. I think what's going on out here, with the tanks and the infantry on the road, it's important to be held off. And it's actually interesting that they are held off by 4 guys. So I think they're just sniping. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so they're not pushing forward, they're not pushing in. They're just... I don't know what they're doing, if I'm honest. The Lux here in the meat grind, somehow still alive with Instant Noodle as squad lead. Now pushing up, wanting to put some damage into the enemy. They just take out the squad here, taking a shot, bouncing it. They just grab in. Let's see what Knife can do. There we have now 1 shot finally collecting, Knife taking out the Lux. So finally, as soon as they come up to the cap with their tanks taken out. But what this Lux managed to do, he managed to be a great fucking distraction, and look at Blooms. Blooms now problematic, and this way not controlled from the enemy infantry, maybe from the side here. So he will have a way to the hard cap, he will have his way in, and he will manage to create some pressure there. Let's see, there's also no garrison. We have a hard cap garrison, which here is like... It's not bad, not good. Neither, I think. So maybe they could be placed a bit different. Oh yeah, Blooms in. Blooms is in, his squad managed to get in. Although he gets taken out, I think there should be known that he's there. But this part of the hard cap now is free from enemies. Let's see. Flanking maneuver. No flanking maneuver. They're also flanking very, very right. I wonder if the enemy is also holding this corner of the map. There we go. That's why. So they're having their own little skirmish here for the flank. What could have been an option is to drive through the water, if you know how to get through. And the flank here from the outside with us also managed to push through next to the commander, and with the MG gunning. They definitely have some stuff going on there. Yeah, but I think we will have a quick look around the hard cap, how they react to that. Because the Blooms OP is still up. They're still firing rockets at it. Tank fire is also, or anti-tank gun actually, is supporting that. Now we have artillery coming in, dealing with this problem. And holding them off from the point this way. Only kill switch here. Flanking around. Yeah, so with the artillery now being in the right place, I think the next problem here is squad with us. But Numa's on here. That is a sneaky position. Yeah, could hold them down for a moment. But that's not all. Although we have some squads there that will hold this point back. Is the RT on Bloom's squad stopped though? so the presence of them this near the hard cap should not be of too much concern from the guys for Red and Friends. Let's see what's going on there. Just very carefully, now the artillery is coming in again. Like Red hat. Now starting to push out here. And he should have a line of sight on the OP if there's no bushes in between, which he can take out. Yeah, so we see the teams controlling the rivers here over the maps, over the Kieres, and here we have squads actually counter-pushing and mirroring what we have there from Gary OnlyFans on the very outside. They don't want to give this part to the enemy. They say it's easier to defend out here with a few people. Although they have tanks and whatever against them. Let's see, look at the garrison net. We have it spread along the side where they can cross partially. And yeah, we have capital that managed to flank through, I guess. And otherwise the recon abilities are deployed in the right spots. But they're playing very cautious. Just Blooms here is still causing problems. And with not this many people already in the hard cap. And if he manages to bring his squad in. Whenever even the OP is spread from Andrev. I think they should be able to utilize some people to push that out. I think in the trench there they will get in. There are even grenades being thrown. There's smoke coming in for the enemy probably. Managed to pull up people, which is a nice move. Taking the vision so they can move up. And the squads there from Red moving up. They're the ones that could stop this. Because actually with this smoke from the artillery and now the bomber coming in, I wonder if it takes out... It took out the garrison. So if Blooms here can take out the OP, the hard cap belongs to Gary OnlyFans. And there come the next squad leads for Gary OnlyFans. In as Andrev takes out Blooms. And we have here this squad holding the flank. But look at that. Through the meat grind. With artillery smoke. Very good tactic. Very nice tactic. You ask who's sitting in the Sherman. We have Alex Bloodichon and St. James and Elastrix, Ninso and Soon. Xtrl. Yeah, and squad leads there of the enemy pushing up. But still being held down, and I think the squads here on the flank, they managed to shoot out a bit what's going on, and all the OPs in the back here. Managed also to bring in some guys. We have a bomber here in the attack. Probably thrown at the tank, trying to take it out. But that's it, perfect. But the damage is also good. This bomber, don't know why it was used. Yeah, maybe for the tank. Probably for the tank. But this tank is standing in a position, if we look at it. Anybody building an anti-tank gun here, deploying smoke, could shoot it. No problem. Can get away even in time. Or like 50-50. The driver reacts really quick. However, we see a very, very, very widespread match. What's interesting here, the rear, not all the crossing for infantries. And that's interesting that artillery is deployed here. We have anti-tanks guns for the enemy pushing out. Let's see what these squads here are doing. It's interesting how the tanks stand in the same position here with Kami now. This one is there since the start of the match, shooting over here. I mean, he's not too big of a problem, but it doesn't seem the teams are fighting for tank dominance, as we will follow the squad here, trying to push into the hard cap. I think they use their tank more securely. They just want the security to be able to prevent them from pushing further, but not trying to push further themselves. Just support from the backlines. Playing stable and secure. And there we have Benji. Creating trouble. And one of the guys from Gary OnlyFans with a white helmet. There we go. That's style points, guys. An artillery landing. And they have to react to that spot. I don't know if they have tank support. No, not really. Tanks are far back. They're rolling up. So it seems like the tanks of Gary OnlyFans seem to be dominant now, with the Panther here of Instant Noodle holding it down and standing even confident. What do we see? Red here using more people in the defense, trying to counter push this OP here of this combined squad. Pushing out here with taking out a few. Yeah, looks rather stable around this point. Panther now moving up. I think he will be the next bigger problem that Red will have to face here. To take out the enemies. We have red hot garrisons, red hot stuff. And I want to have a look at the white flank until we get tank shots coming in. And by white flank we mean the other side of the map. And we have it mirrored. We have some people on both sides. I wonder how the squad leads here are doing. And the tanks here are standing together, standing in the back line. Garrison here is being pushed back. Actually, I want to see more smoke from the artillery here. Worked once. They could try it again. As we see Sink and Evan taking out the anti-tank there. I think they could get through here, or they could move on a bit. Sniper present. That's not super easy. So we have the Panther here, angled and being repaired, and bouncing shells from the heavies, from the 76 there in the distance. Wonder if he sees it. No, but the 76 sees the Panther. Panther goes down by the second 76 with the recon plane. A huge distance, look at that. That's good shot. That are good shots from back here. Soon and listen. Ninsto took out the Panther over all this distance. Huge shot. And also they managed to push out the infantry, now building up a front line, although a bit thinner on the outside as people were. Ooh, no, they didn't push it out. Interesting. Yeah, so stays interesting around this cap. Chubby. Camping the OP. Come on guys, push it. And there it goes. Only the Activius. With the white helmet. First grenade gets taken out. And now they have some free points here. Free area here to move up. But in the meantime, they left a small opening around Aspit here. As their garrison gets taken out by us flanking on the same side. Ooh, Aspit. Nice try, nice try. Very good try. Very good map presence as well. Not every infanterist looks at the map like that. So yeah, we have a lot of people here. We have this guy. Where is he flanking? I cannot ping. Just managed to sneak through. I should go back around. Reform there seems to know that he's around somewhere there. This is running their direction of Evenom. So there should be a Gary or an OP somewhere. Spotting it. And they don't. Sorry. They don't let themselves be flanked that easily, both teams. And the guys here actually are doing a nice job on holding this push off with a bit fewer people. So, also interesting. Let's have a look at the map. Did garrison placement change? Abel didn't rebuild the garrison there. Or George. They still have enemies near. Supplies are down though. Squad lead is also there. Yeah, and between the points, not much around. In Dead Man's Land, we have now a garrison built by Fox squad lead for the outside flank. And actually the squad lead in the back managed to flank through. Should be nice if he would... Ah look, he's doing that. He pulls up a redstone garrison already there. And moves up further. Okay. Here, a shadow on an MG. This guy, if it weren't for the RT this game, if it's used nicely, will be one of the guys with a high score, because he hits his targets. And there we see the outside flank through the river here, again being reused. And we don't see much smoke used. I think on this map could be useful. I see some here in front of the Noob Master, helping the squad leads to move up. Also deployed by artillery in the side here too. Hammer and his squad, without a squad lead though. Squad lead here also a bit further back. They managed to move up a bit. I guess they could manage to pull off some stuff if they manage to smoke out with RT. Actually, RT smoke on this map can be rather effective, I guess. It's interesting because once they had like 2 squads in the hard cap off luck by just deploying a smoke screen with RT. But you know what? If we're talking about RT, let's see. Because I wonder why. I really wonder. Is this a new RT sniping mechanic? Nah, shouldn't be. Here Florian uncontested in the back. Let's see the RT on our side as we have Mike's out here that didn't manage to pull up the redstone garrison. He will try again though. And here also nobody came through. So they're holding their flanks very stable. Both teams, which is interesting. Because you would think it would be easy to sneak through somewhere at least if you try hard enough. And we have a 76 in a hold on position, very nice. Already fighting a tank there facing somewhere else. But let's see what's happening. the bush and the bush is blocking it. So there's a good marker on it. And the anti-tank gun returning fire. I'm actually hitting this, the 76. But yeah, Gary OnlyFans holding himself strong against Red. Red and friends, that is. And yeah, I think the flanks here by Blooms and GOF are nice, but they start to get responses. It's interesting, we don't see people sneaking over here. I'm not sure if you get... You will have to crawl to not get shot. But you would get over here. I see one even ran through the field, over the field. So it's not impossible. As Blooms here is facing Magnet. Or Magnet's facing Blooms. Going forward here in the trench. And Magnet gives it his all to gain some advance in this mid-grant to put down his OP. So that as soon as he has guys in, he will get up and push forward. There we go. There comes the tank in the back. Interesting positions. Yeah, the tank's now rolling up a bit, taking shots though, also angled. And it's that anti-tank gun in distance or the heavy tank. And if you see that sniped rocket from the distance on the anti-tank gun, taking it out, it's worth a clip, guys. I hope I saw that correctly. And there it goes. 176, stood open. Panther took it out from the distance here. If you look here. He would have some cover, not far, but too far. Very instant will claiming another kill. Yeah, the RT seems to hit. What's this? A flare. The flanking maneuver from Red is also moving in, but we don't see his airheads. Or they're just not being deployed, I guess, so far. Switch here, managing to sneak through. Don't know if he came from the front. I think so. It's just in. And taking out one. I wonder if he deployed his satchel. Doesn't look like it. Takes out two. But it would be a good place to do that in the hard cap. Dead man satchel. Is he quick enough? Speed. But with the machine gun, it's not easy. And there go his satchel. Almost on top. And kill switch. So I'll take his satchel, I guess. Nope, he won't. The satchel won't be spotted. Might take out the garrison. I don't want too much more. I like the flank here through this trench. This well it coming up. I think some the satchel didn't take out the garrison in the back there, out of range. Some smokes could be worth. Probably we don't see this many smokes. But yeah, looks stable. Tank now moved up. Bit exposed. But can take cover here, not a problem, as he starts getting shot by another tank gun. And there we go, Stuttgart coming in. And hitting its target. Yeah guys. And you can't do anything about that. Just not be seen, but as soon as you shoot with the tank you will be seen. Especially in a competitive matter. But I think it's a good thing to balance a tank that's in an OP position, taking out everybody else. A good tool for the commander to do something, to try to help the team to progress. What's interesting here now is I don't have many people holding off the frontal push, but also not too many trying. So probably they could get forward here a bit more with a few good shooters, and I think they're trying it also. Let's see, have a look at the map, they're still fighting. I don't know what Mike's squad is up to. Oh. They are on a witch hunt on him, so he keeps quite a few people busy, which is also not bad. But I wonder if it just doesn't get further without getting shot. I really wonder. Yeah. Let's see, kill switch. Now that's interesting. Kill switch with a few smokes. Again, inside the hard cap. But the squad lead nowhere to be seen. And there he goes. Same position. Same place. Next to Garrison. Garrison is red. But Solone takes him out. And this flank here now starts getting interesting because they start deploying smoke, finally! And there they go, push up. I'm not sure if pushing through the smoke is a smart idea. But it seems to work. There they go. General and Chubby coming in close to the hard cap now. Ooh, and that would be a dirty place for a Gary, just saying. A nice Gary here, create some extra pressure, create some artillery fire, create some smoke. Hope he placed his OP. As he goes down with his teammate, taken out by SDs. OP is not too far. So they will be able to pull it off again. Thank you very much for your follow, W Bossman. And yeah, let's see. I think this will be an interesting part to keep an eye on. The hard caps here are rather nicely controlled. The open area here also rather empty. And the big fight goes on here in the middle. It's actually interesting that nobody's pushing through. What kind of airhead is that? I just wonder. I just wonder. I mean, if this airhead is pulled off. No, seriously. Is nobody running for this airhead? Mick Jordan, maybe. Commander. Yeah, the airhead lands. Mick Jordan will have a chance. Let's see. It's red already. Hammer there probably has a rocket. Still spawnable, still spawnable. Will it go through? Will it go through? Nope. Maybe 3, 2, 1. Nope. But should have been close, or more or less close. Probably if they would have... Oh, they would have thrown it further back, would have been a chance. Don't know though. I mean, teams are so widespread, they have spawn points everywhere. But then one was tied inside the hard cap, so... Don't know. And there we go, Andrev managed to pull up Last time for an OP, if he has one. But he gets taken out. Nice. Unlucky place to be if you're surrounded and in a crossfire from several people. But I really wonder what happened with the squad out here. And Charlie. They just got taken out instantly. Smoke it up, man! There he goes. Providing some visual cover for his squad. I think that's one of the ways to go through the meat grind. If they bring enough people here, they might be able to outshoot the enemy, even though they are the ones waiting and counter pushing. But with a few good shooters, they have a chance. For now, they are being mirrored there, more or less. And that's it. Yeah. Chris here. Chris is in a good spot. And Chris, if he puts his OP down, could also get forward. Let's have a look at the map. Siege here. Siege. I really wonder, like... I mean, they came through the more difficult part back here. They built the garrison even. They know where the most enemies are here. Probably that will be arcade. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, kill switch here and prankster. Good positions for long shots if they have the aim and the vision. You need a good screen for that, I'm telling you that. And yeah, I wonder why they don't manage to move up here. Direction of aid station. It's far off. I'm not sure if you will manage to push through here with just a big amount of people. But they could try to sneak up another squad lead here through this. And bring in more people. With arc and smoke. Or smoke and arc. Or a tank. But the tanks are being held down. One here is in the back. So interesting. Yeah. Very, very calm match here. Calm and controlled from both sides. They're taking the points that they have. Not risking too much, trying to play it very controlled. General here now starting to deploy the smoke. Let's see what's happening to him. He gets arted. Yeah. Off. There we go. That's artillery on purple hard lane for you guys. As we have a more promising flank here coming up with a shovel trade. Nice. Yeah, but this flank I think is promising as it doesn't have too much of a counterpart for now. There are shots being fired by a tank inside. But with some sweat, blood and tears because you get shot several times. Probably they'll manage to pull up at the after party there. Let's have a quick look at what's going on in the stats. We have Florian of the Greyhounds with 84, followed by Robert T with 55, and then with Pizza Mozzarella with 54. So nothing too crazy yet for that we are at halftime of the match in any moment. Well, 84 is quite a big number for halftime. Or the RT probably there. I really wonder why General here doesn't get more people up. I also like the assault here, playing with the smoke. Smoke here is effective. Maybe some artillery shells or something here to help this squad that's the closest. Create some extra pressure. Could be useful. I wonder if the RT there gets shot. Oh, it only has 50 kills. Yeah, look. That. Riot. Very dirty. Very dirty. Very dirty position as well. I have no clue how you get up there. But it involves some hardcore parkour. And Riot does parkour for sure. So we look at him here. Just waiting it out until the artillery shoots, I guess. To know if somebody's there. Probably that's his lineups. Anti-RT defense here. Just being placed. And there we go. Right. Stands up. Makes boom. Hides himself again. And as he did a headshot. And will be difficult to find. And here the artillery defense. It's a hard day. Yeah. That's good position. There we have some nice nades from Prankster. Hashtag pranked, I would say. As you see, Hooves here. Kind guy, by the way. Fighting forward, a squad lead here, holding the middle. And waiting for his friends to come up. Taking out 2 shots. Let's see what the tanks are doing. We have 3 tanks now. We have 1 solo. We have a lot of tanks. 2 solo tanks. And 2 full ones. So they added some extra tank power. Tanks are holding back like a lot. That's like far way off from where the enemy tank is here. The other ones are in the middle. Let's see what he's shooting at. And a planter on the main road. They also decided. And this actually like the team. They have good markers because you see them shooting at them. And you see that the Panther is already damaged on his main road. But all he has to do, they're prepared. Drive up to his rep station and hold back what's coming. 76 here, interesting position. Standing a bit on the outside. Before probably was shooting the house there, taking out infantry. Now he has a Panther to take care of. Rocket, although hitting its side. First shot on the Panther, misses. He takes second shot from somewhere from the side, from the back. The shots on the Panther are being missed, and look at that, the infantry. Mock Snapper from Gary OnlyFans with an anti-tank gun, claiming his kill. Yeah, what happens? Would be nice to see them try to build tank dominance here on this side and just push up here. Some infantry. Now we have also more anti-tank guns being deployed, rep stations as well, next to the anti-tank gun even. Now, I wonder if the rep station repairs the anti-tank gun, because that should be nice. That should be hilarious. It seems to be hunting something. Don't know what. As we see here, Bach and Andreev with their squad moving up. Having breached through the middle. Squadlet though gets taken out from God knows where. The guy on the tank gun gets taken out too. General here, still trying, not giving up here on his side. Benji though is combing that. And let's see Robert's position here. Also another guy that does parkour. Good position. If you have the screen, if you have the view range. There he goes. Taking out a few. Yeah, let's have a small look at the map. It's the outside flank here. This one, let's follow this one through. Yes. Something gets taken out here. Probably anti-tank gun. Looks like an anti-tank gun. Capital. What's Capital doing? Stopping his truck. To place an OP? And now what? Build a redstone garrison, continue with the truck. I have no clue. The other garrison here got taken out. We have the first anti-tank guns being deployed. And like we have the guys here flanking around the outside as well. This line here is as far as they can go with OPs. That's the one of interest, so they will not go further down than what they are now with Pinecone here. Pushing in probably. They might cross the river for some extra leverage, but that will be it. As we have some tanks sniping far away on good markers. Let's see how many fuel they have. They have still enough for one more heavy. We have precision strike coming in. Main road, main road, main road. There we go. Precision strike did hit the tank as it looks, but it didn't destroy it. So that's that. Panzer IV is moving up. And let's see what Andreev's squad can pull off here. And that's what they can pull off. Andreev. Very good play, very good thought. And there comes the pushing wave for Red. Not too many squad leads in for a quick flip. But this means exactly what we're seeing right now on their screen. With this breach point. That's, although it's surrounded by enemies, they will be able to create some pressure as the guy with his height and weight as his player name comes into the back, and he will be dangerous for the garrison. Here we see the first guys coming towards aid station. We see an airhead coming down. We see a bomber going through, not taking out too much the airhead. Will be taken out probably. Yeah, RT for the win. And this airhead will be spawnable. Nobody can stop that now. Nobody. Maybe the guys from this OP with an 8. If they think of throwing one. Otherwise, there we go! Spawn wave in! Nades not thrown, nobody takes out. One nade door from the tank in the back. But there the guys are in. And with an airhead in the hard cap that was defended beautifully by the RT. Like, props to the RT for this nice shot placement. Only the Panther now able to take these guys out. The airhead still spawnable. There will more people will be coming in through this airhead from the back. from the garrison, also still standing there. They can build up their control and start capping the next cap. And it will be interesting. Now with smoke on the hard cap, tank there is doing work that's worth a lot. There's another tank coming up in the back, so they need to deal with these tanks as soon as possible, as we see the Z demon here coming in. Oh yeah, with this interesting play, now they have some time to move up the front here. What we are seeing right now, they're building a beautiful front line, although here for now they need to deal with the tank. Z demon here coming in, dealing with the first tank, starting to deal with the first tank. Does he have a rocket for it? And does a tactical redeploy with the rocket. Tank has a rep station next to him, but it will be rather twink. And Red here still in the hard cap, not being shot out of this house. As Chabi sits on the tank, places Satchel. Satchel gets blown up by knife. Good play, good combo. There we go. We have a lot of rep stations. And the tanks and the artillery here are holding back Red by quite a bit. But now they have cleared the run up to the hard cap. And that's what will be important for now and for the progress to that. So they have, with this garrison, with the airhead that went through, due to the RT, that shot, just an epic shot, taking out a few guys. Good shot placement by artillery. Yeah. They will manage to move up here, up and over. But will it be enough? Because there are two tanks on the other side. If we look, no tanks, and flag position completely empty. And the tanks here now, they're definitively out of combat. And I wanna have a look here. It's only Cobra that's blocking the garrison in the back, trying to call in somebody else. So for Gary only fans, it's also a full hands-on defense. Everybody in the defense trying to push out this hard cap, as we have the guys here from Red pushing in. Yeah, now dealing with these tanks here in the back. It's one of the more important parts as they clear the house with ease. The artillery here holding the people from Gary OnlyFans also off from coming too near to the hard cap. Although I don't know whose artillery it is, seriously. Could be both. Friendly fire is an option at the moment, I think. As we have the tank of Instant Noodle here being repaired. And pushing back. The tanks here starting to rebuild control. Tanks from Red and Friends are missing a bit, but with this front line doesn't moved up with the control that they're rebuilding now in the back. I think we will get to see a fight around 8th station for a while, of some breakthroughs if they manage to take out the tank. I think this flank here is possible, and the guys will figure that out in some time. As General is very persistent in his ways. We have a few OPs. Now I wonder why we don't have any guys trying to flank over here. Probably because the tank is stopping that, and there's another tank coming up trying to stop that. So yeah, what we now need is anti-tank guns, explosives, smoke, all of that tries to bring you forward as the tanks take out something else in the far back. It's interesting. Are the artillery there of the enemy starts to dig into Red and into their offense and will make it difficult. There's also the tank with Instant Noodle and Kamux here. Starts taking chomps out of them. And it will leave us with a small overview of the point, I will open the map for now. And there we see now some people. Redstone garrison is built. The flank around the back will get interesting in some time. And we'll have a quick look at the stats. Florian with the Greyhounds now with 101 kill, Cadaver with 74, Robert T with 63, and Pizza Mozzarella with 57. There we go, another tank taken out. Slow and steady, they're chopping away at the enemy. See here something shooting another tank gun from the distance to the marker. Shooting in the direction of the Panther. Panther crew won't like that. Nice chubby here. With the guys here. Managed to move up. And I wonder where all the people are that were here. Because if they don't keep presence here, they will be pushed back again. But they don't want that, because what they have here now is the soft cap pushed out. Like what the Solona is doing here, pushing out also this side, taking control of the rest of the soft cap in the front line here. But here the guys with HIF is to create some control. So we have here Pashan coming up. Being taken out by a satchel charge. And there we go, General over the river. It's being thrown at the tank. General getting shots in from the engineer and Hammer. There comes an 8 and Hammer takes out squad lead. And actually, it's interesting, if you look at the map, you would think it's not this many players. Where are they all? Let's have a flight. They're spread really, really, really far. Till the next point here even. Okay, that's interesting. A whole squad is here. And that's another reason why the artillery of Red doesn't make as many kills. Because they get epic rockets from across the map. And I guess that's why there are a few people here. It's a huge amount of people. For there is no enemies around. Red starting to rebuild their front line with some people now coming in. Artillery though still causing them losses. Here 80. Pashano and Chubby General. Also moving up here with the guys from 82nd and Red. But Hammer holding them back real good. Smoke is being deployed now to move up. And there also come the land the artillery shots of Red. So I think the question will be, will they be able to pull off the attack here? Now we see the squads here on the outside, with Macbeth head. Trying to start building a half circle, I guess, around the cap to push in. It will take some time. Oh, thanks. Far. I don't know if they have good shots there to the infantry. or if it's their job at all. But they could help out a bit here, as can artillery. As we see Hammer here, just sneaking through, pushing out, taking out the squad lead and his OP. And this guy here is on an absolute mission, taking out one more! Can he take out the rest? Can he dodge his own artillery fire though? That's the first question. Taking out 2 OPs. Already an epic play by Hammer, clearing the flank on his own, taking out one more. Or it was the machine gun, one of both. Brutal now, hip firing in his direction. And finally, Hammer goes down. And the garrison there. Still there. Not looking too shabby. Getting counter pushed a bit. I think there is now the enemy artillery and the manpower that they need to bring in to push it out. Actually, they arrived at the enemy artillery, so let's have a small look at that. If they're effective in clearing it. We see here feelings. Definitely keeping them busy, but also being taken out by RT defense. There we go. And defense has been built now since the start. Protect the RT. I wonder what Alexei here is doing. I think he wants to take out these things so they can tank or rocket snipe it. Probably tank snipe. One man, one mission. He has been probably robbing for a while. There he goes. Places the satchel. Now it's time to piss off. As this here is the interesting part for us right now. We have this complex here that should be also interesting to under control for both teams for now, as it will give control to both sides. The tanks here right up to a station, hitting the infantry with some useful fire. This is here Sonny taking out one. Can Sonny do more? He took out the OP of Tango Fußmeister. And Tango also gets taken out. Null between Sonny and the hard cap. There's a few golden rings. Fuck the open field here. As he shoots some more enemies. Nice place by Sonny. And I really wonder where when Hammer cleared out the flank here, but it should be rebuilt. Should be able to be rebuilt too. And the flanker didn't pull off. Didn't go through. There we go. With RT coming in here on the crossing. The squad with US, with Evenom and well, Evenom manages to pull up here on the outside. Panther also seems to be damaged. But the artillery of the enemy now has trailed in somewhere around where all these guys are coming from. Maybe second garrison could be. Unlucky that it's in the middle, but they could build a garrison here and here. And they would have more reliability on garrison placement. Because this garrison, I mean look, nobody will spawn in that. Not friend nor foe. The flank here is being rebuilt. It's a tough fight here though. Between the infantry. Hard cap. Yeah, the artillery. It's holding them back real nice. I think they will make a huge amount of kills there. Tanks have also more moved up a bit on the side of red. There are 75. They seem to be down on tanks a bit. Get taken out sometimes. Oh, we have now a few anti-tank guns here in the back. That will stop the enemy tanks from advancing too much as well. But for now they have a really good control of the soft cap, except of the squad here. And the flanking squad here that was working on the RT snipe with the rockets. But still, they control it. Like, one of them is even surrounded. So that's that. And now they took control here of this area. But the garrison, wait and hide guy, took it down. Now they can build more dangerous ones, if they want. But for now, let's see if another hard cap airhead this time for the other team will be successful. Doesn't look like it. Andreev is a good boy. Blower throws down the nade and almost gets taken out by the rocket from 9. Airhead's down. Yeah, that's airhead. Where could they throw an airhead here? They could throw it almost in the next cap here. That should be funny. There are quite a few German supplies in this point. Just lying around. There we go. This flank now. What's interesting, the flank in the middle is getting pushed out here, where the garrison was. The outside also gets shot out. And so that's what Red doesn't want, because there they had good control of their soft cap. Now they're slowly losing it, because the tanks of the enemy there. There we go. Anti-tank takes out a recon with a well-aimed rocket. And with that they will manage to push up again a bit more, as we have the Panther here taking an interesting route to move up to flag position, and I think they might try to dare a last push in some time for the victory. There we go, OP's up, spawns back in. The garrison in the hard cap of 8 station gets bombarded by artillery. But the squads already managed to push out into the soft cap now of flag position. Sad that they didn't rebuild the garrison after it went down. Oh, actually, I didn't say anything, they did. TO6 with another garrison here on the flank. This will not be spotted either. The people coming from it will be spotted. Oh, that's already useful. If not, the guys over here somewhere in a trench would build a garrison as well. That would be good. Then they could rebuild their front line, their soft cap control. Because if you only come from one direction, it will be hard, as the heavy tank here starts taking shots. Starts to retreat. Bounced one, was nicely angled. we go. Hurricane ability up. 8th station seems to be more surrounded now. If you look on the map, but if you look up here, it's a lot of work to be done for the team. And the tanks of Gary OnlyFans, they do an amazing job in helping push out the infantry. They have engineers with them that build them repair stations, keep them alive, good anti-tanks. Just a nice synergy. And even as the other tank here starts getting shot, look at the amount of engineers. If this tank goes down here, he did go down. Oh. I'm certain Instant Noodle is pissed that he explodes next to 3 engineers and a repair station. Poor guy. Ooh, yeah. Look at this squad lead here, sneaking through with an engineer coming in towards the hard cap, but the soft cap here was a bit neglected and pushed out. Although for the enemy it's still a far way to go to the next cap. Good flag position here. But they now retook the part where the only thing left is an open field. They even build a nice front line. And with that, Red and friends will have a harder time coming up with a response to the defense of Gary OnlyFans. Looks stable. Now the top killer Florian is at 116 kills from the Greyhounds. Let's go here with Huey's Zigzag Sonny. They make a good job of holding this point. Well, they are being flanked by Itzwale and being surrounded. So not easy at all. And only the garrison here keeps the fight alive for now. Around 8th station. Looks like the 76 and the Panther are fighting. Panther receives another shot, is being repaired by the rep station, but decides to retreat to safety and be completely repaired. Would be interesting if one more gets out to repair, to be quicker. Clusters. There is infantry around, but far off. But you can never be too safe if you have the rep station, I guess. And we see the same thing again here. Not all trenches are controlled. And people sneak through. Athens taking out an OP in the hard cap. Making everything glow red. And forcing another response here. Now taking out an OP, blocking the garrison. Now this will be interesting. Will he take it out or will he lie down next to it? Because if it's taken out, it will be able to be rebuilt. But as he has no backup, I think taking out is as much as blocking it. He decided to try and block it, but got taken out by the people reacting to the glowing garrison. There we go, another Panther being taken out. The tanks off red with all the anti-tank guns coming back into play. And now they have their window of opportunity, red, to take the next point if they move up the tanks, if they move up the infantry. The garrison here is still spawnable, so this flank would be the way to go to get into the point. With some RT, with some smoke, with some tanks. Just focus a lot of things there. It's 11 minutes. So you could also decide to just hold the point you have, to just win the game. Because whoever is fighting out here, I fine if you put a few guys here in between the points. Probably they could hold it off, don't know. 50-50. But I mean, it's about the gamble. If you wanna take all the points. And the fronts are as hard as these ones are. And there we go. Number man coming in to the hard cap. And he will definitely have plopped down his OP in the back there, and there we go. There we see the guys coming in. We see the recon ability with the flares being deployed to spot enemies in the hard cap. Defense strategy. But they're in, and they're able to create pressure, and they're able to get more people back in the way they came from in. The anti-tank gun from the back though, taking them out beautifully in the house. Knife here. Although getting arted is a good job. LBS to the side. Trying to accurate a new flank. Right now reacting to the hole they had in their defense. Good job. There go the rockets. Or Panther that needs to be taken out. 76 was just blown up from somewhere. Probably the Panther there. Yeah, let's have a look on the map. What's going on? Scott's here from the side, now pushing up a bit. It looks. And now we have two Garys. Here, putting pressure from two sides. Took them a while, but now there they are. And I think. Let's see. Oh, they have a chance to come in. They have a chance because they rebuilt their front line. Now with two garrisons, they would be able to reappear more people there. But the LBS squad here is just creating chaos inside the hard cap, taking out garrison, taking out an OP, taking out guys. Backup garrison already stands. Andrev running in its direction to hold it. But OP gets taken out in the hard cap, and the squad here of LBS. You see it's surrounded. It forces a lot of people back to the hard cap, even though that they can't cap the cap. They create a lot of pressure, and this pressure needs to be dealt with. And as ooh, that's interesting. Nobody is on aid station. And that's interesting, like, where are all the enemies? Where are all the enemies? Oh, but they must be somewhere. Here or some. Are they this widespread still? Interesting. There we go. The first guys in the hard cap. Bombing run coming in. Should take out the garrison. Yes, take out the garrison. Tanks are still here though. All day now with a chance, with the team also having moved up. Balday manages to take care of the Panther. That'll be good for the team, but the Panther is facing him. But here, Chubby coming around the back. Also the guys here. Womack flanking. And I think right now has a chance to take the points. He's coming up. They have some guys in their back though that can get nasty. Out of the bomber and the enemy just leaving their cap on their own for a while. And Chubby here hopefully having a satchel, sneaking up on the Panther. Panther needs to see that now or die. Instant noodle. And Kamutik. seem to have realized it. Chubby now definitely giving himself away. Now, what are you doing, Chubby? And there he goes. Satchel placed just as he gets shot off. And now the question is, will the guys there manage to get out and get the satchel away? Noodle should have a chance to do it. But he will need to get on the tank. It should be a very, very, very close one. Because not only he is dependent on it and his tank, but also his team. Let's see, can he do it? And the tank blows up! Jabby with a good play. Last second satchel. Taking out another tank. There comes the airhead. Still directly in the hard cap. Evans already waiting next to it to go take it out. And there, I don't know if this airhead was in the right place, as it's already gone. By Evans. But the guys from red still try to take this point. With Scotland's here, moving up to the hard cap. Their own defense now took out the flank here with a huge amount of people. They put their effort there. They're looking to hold their point. As red also relocated a lot of people to the front as it's looking. So now they start to play with the weight of the people, most amount of them. But just looks like they get blasted away by Artie here as they have a very small angle of attack. There we go. Just blasts into the line of attack, taking out the attack. And with that, aid station is being held here by Gary OnlyFans. Nice work, nice work. Rocket and gets taken out by Max Snapper, also appearing quite a few times, taking out people in the right place, in the right time. We will shortly have a look onto the stats when the 2-minute mark is passed. Yeah. Let's see if we will have an interview with Magnet after the match as well. And yeah, I think it's a very stable pot. I think both teams fought hard and strong. We saw some good plays. Some players taking out some important parts. I think some forces could have been a bit stronger located in some places, but as we see here, if you try that, the RT also just destroys it, absolutely destroys it. So that's that. With a recon means maybe a last effort to bomb the shit out of the enemy. But the infantry here, barely close enough to come in really. And the art is off both sides now, hitting their targets and really hitting them. Taking out quite a few. Oh, look at that, just one squad gone. Buff. There we go. Yeah, I think no bomber, that's GG for both teams. Caps can't be kept anymore. Nicely played, and I will have a look at the stats. Greyhound Floran with 131 kills, Cadaver with 98. Then Robert T with 90, Pizza Mozzarella with 84, Sich with 81, Kukosher Ghoul with 79, Sins with 74, Sony with 74. And yeah, Top KD is by Florian, should be from the artillery. And that was a nice game. We will have, I think, an interview in the end. And we will see what goes on. Так. Just need to make a Discord invite and join the Discord server. Dun, dun, dun. Where do it? Here. There we go. And there goes the teams. Nice games. We will raid on into one of the ECL games afterwards. Probably do Berserker casts. Casting Things Let Loose versus Circle. If the game's still going on. Or if it started yet. GG. Yeah, nice round. Let's give recommendations to the commander. Let's scroll through the points. So if you have played, here you can see Instant Noodle Tank with 3k. Soon with 2.3. Yeah, the other tank also with 2 tanks of the enemy. Very, very stable. Yeah, nice round. And let's see if we can have some feedback. Here we even see the stats, but not all of them. Let's go to the strat sketch and turn off this. That's where are they? ACL website it is. Yeah, let's see if we can get Magnet in. If he will join us for a small interview. In the meantime, I think we will just draw it very, very quickly. Let's draw it red here as it's with the color of red. I think they had like this as a perimeter for once, as the rest was open. And then they were also trying to control these parts here. So that spread the people very, very far. And the attacks that came the furthest were the ones here. But there, after some time, the artillery or the lack of manpower stopped it. I really liked the garrison in here, in the back. From there, they had a good push. They had a funny airhead coming in. The artillery actually doing a very good job holding the enemies off without destroying the airhead themselves. So they should have trained that. They should have prepared it. It's very interesting. Yeah, the enemy tried similar thing. I think if the tanks from Gary OnlyFans got taken out a bit more and the ones from Red would have survived a bit more, 8 station could have been taken too. But who knows? I think I really liked that the Germans here, they just managed to push through these trenches here. Sometimes sneak through. I don't think they utilized it as much as they could have. Because, like, some of them just walked uncontested into the hard cap. Made a huge amount of pressure there. Took out, like, everything. Like, if you're a bit more coordinated, like, probably if you would take, like, 2 or 3 officers, I know they tried to bring them. But unfortunately, they got shot. Could have been nice. Could have been the point for them, or at least to push out over the field to take more control. So yeah, let's see if there will be an interview. Yeah, in a minute. We will have a guest, Magnet, one of the players, and I think squad leaders, plus the organizer of this match. Yeah. Also a nice guy. And he will tell us what is going on in the match. And we have the delay on, right? Yes. Just checking, as people are already writing. GG. Even though there is a 15-minute delay. Привет, Иван.
Привет, Андрей.
Интересная игра.
Да, очень хорошая. Жалко, сервер лагал. Враги лагали, мы лагали. Большой пинг был у всех. Я так понимаю, и соперники наши пожаловались на это, но мы испытывали те же самые проблемы, что и они.
So there was some lag for you guys. I will translate quickly as much as I can. I won't be able to translate all. But there was a lot of ping. I was sad. There was also a funny start. How was the match? Как был игр, Иван? Что ты думаешь, пилотактика? Она хорошо работала?
Да, ну были проблемы. Мы не смогли, я так понял, контролировать вражескую артиллерию. Была сложность с этим. Вот, не все получилось у нас. А так, это была первая игра нашей команды, и, так сказать, мы готовились к ней, и у нас в целом все получилось. За нами победа.
Yeah, so there were some difficulties, but turned out good. It was the first combination of these players, and for that it worked out well. It was difficult to take some of the key points in the attack, as far as I understood. I hope I got that all right.
Да, я просто прошу заметить, что играли исключительно русские игроки, и это была наша первая игра.
Yeah, so that was game with Russian players, right? From different clans. That was the first match together. Should have been fun. And on the match, it looked nice.
Да. Тебе-то как играть? Ты доволен?
Ну, было интересно смотреть. Думаю, там было очень-очень большой спред. Не знаю, как по-русски.
Ага, я понял.
Может быть, по времени могла очень аккуратно делать много pressure. Но когда вы делали, там была арта и...
Ну, может быть, это громко звучало, но я думаю, если бы у нас был бы лучший пинг, и мы не испытывали бы такие сложности с лагами, с пингом, да, с игрой, мы бы, возможно, бы с ними быстрее закончили. Как бы это не было бы дерзко, не звучало.
Yeah, so probably if there was less lag, the match could have gone faster. As this was one of the problems, unfortunately, with Hell of Loose that can happen, depending on the server and the time. But yeah, I think it was a great game. И Магнит, спасибо для интервью. Я думаю,
да, спасибо тебе большое. Да, будем обязательно тебя еще приглашать. Мне нравится с тобой работать. Ты хороший стример. Спасибо тебе.
Да, спасибо тоже.
Да. Давай,
we'll
пока.
Close out and read on. Пока. And yeah, let's see where we go. We will probably go to Berserker Cast if he's live already. And see you next time. Bye bye.